Welcome back, my Godly Guardians. It is your boy Odin here, the man, the myth, the legend. And today I'm going to be bringing you episode 2 of Xur Exotics. This is Xur, the agent of the 9D, aka exotic vendor. He sells exotics, extremely good exotics usually, but it's usually random, as the RNG process is always random. Every week he shows up for a certain time for the weekend, and he's usually gone by Sunday mornings. That being said, let's jump right into this. I'm going to try to make this a short video because it's 4 in the morning and I'm extremely tired, and I know that you guys don't want to watch a video that's like 15-20 minutes long. So he has the hand cannon telemetry, he also has the shotgun telemetry, and the rocket launcher telemetry. So these are basically used to upgrade your experience on your weapons. So for hand cannon, it's pretty self-explanatory. Hand cannons, hand cannon, shotguns for shotguns, rocket launchers for rocket launchers. And basically, you want to make sure that you have your nightfall working. So get your nightfall, do the nightfall first, then use these, then use them towards bounties. Turn them in, turn your bounties in while these are active, and they last for a half hour. Remember that, and you will definitely increase the experience on your weapons to max them out a lot faster. These are the vehicle upgrades. They're okay. For me personally, I just think it's a waste of strange coins. But if you got an abundance of them, go ahead and pimp out your ride. They're for blue sparrows only. They only work for rare sparrows. And then when you add this to that rare sparrow, it'll turn it into a legendary sparrow. So for this week, he has the glass house, which is very good for utility in the Crota raid. Make sure that if you want to end up using this, you definitely purchase this because he doesn't sell this very often. It is very situational. Like I said, it's a judgment call. There are some other exotics out there that are better than this. For instance, if you have a Gjallarhorn, I would highly suggest you use Ruin Wings because you get more heavy weapon on the ground and a better rate of finding heavy weapon on the ground as well. So definitely buy this. I bought it myself personally. I already have it and maxed it out recently, a while ago actually. I recently been using it in the Crota raid, and it's really good. Blessings of Light and Weapons of Light. Weapons of Light works really well, brings a lot of utility to your fire team to be able to smack bosses and strikes. And Blessings of Light works extremely well in the hard raid Crota. Don't Touch Me is an extremely top, I want to say it's a top tier. It's extremely useful. It has a lot of utility, and it's mainly for a blade dancer. You want to use it as a blade dancer hunter. If you are a blade dancer hunter, I strongly suggest you buy this. This is probably one of the top tier pieces of armor that you can have for an exotic. There's the Mask of the Third Man, and then Don't Touch Me. This brings a lot of utility, and it helps you. You can even solo the beginning of the Crota raid, actually, just because when you're in the abyss and the thralls smack you, you go invisible. So it's really easy for you to get to the bridge, form it, and get your loot really easy. You can solo the beginning with it. Sunbreakers are garbage. I don't even waste my time with these. There's just better stuff out there. I would save my coins unless you are new to the game and you need level 36 exotic, then go ahead and purchase it and run a Sunsinger class. Make sure that you have a Sunsinger Warlock if you're going to run these. But it's a judgment call. Personally, I would save my coins. Plan C is one of the top tiers, probably like a top 5 exotic in the game. This wrecks in Crucible, and when you have the accelerated coils, it makes the charge rate a lot faster. And then when you get the Plan C, which is the last mod on the actual weapon itself, it allows you to charge, it allows you to fire really fast, like extremely fast. The charge rate is extremely short after you swap. And people just swap weapons over and over just to make sure that when they'll use their primary or their whatever, like their primary, and then when the opponent is right in their face, they'll swap to the Plan C and it basically shoots instantly. So it's ridiculous. Buy it if you are a big time Crucible player. Exotic Shard is really good. You have to have these just to make sure that that is what Bungie ended up making us have to buy. Afterwards, I'll show you real quick how the Plan C, it is the upgraded 331 edition. It's not Ascendant Materials anymore. As you guys can see, it says Exotic Shards right there. So you have to have them. Make sure you purchase one. You don't always have to purchase them. You can also dismantle your old exotics, and it'll give you an exotic shard to put towards your new ones. exotic engrams. I have 14 motes of light. I've already purchased 2 of these, so definitely make sure that if you are a big time YouTube entertainer and you like to do decrypting engrams, you buy these. Gauntlets are just taking a risk. I'm just gonna buy them for the sake of making sure that I can, add a little bit of spunk to my video, giving you guys exotics next decrypting episode. I already have 6 done, so it'll be decrypting engrams episode 7. Make sure if you're new to the channel, you leave a like. And if you enjoyed it, if this helped you out anyway, make sure that you leave a like. It really does help my channel grow. I really do appreciate all the support. And make sure that you subscribe for more daily Destiny content. He has the Acrophage Symbiote, the Curse of Alpha Lupi. This, if once he sells this, or if you get this in a drop, it's really, really good. Insurmountable Skull Fort. I highly suggest that if you already have it, make sure that your discipline is higher than 106. If it's not, if you have one that's lower than 106, definitely upgrade it. This is one of the best ways to make sure that you can gain health with the transfusion on the striker class for Titan in the Crota raid on hard mode, since there's no chalice. Otherwise, you'd have to use like the Red Death or Sorrow's Regime, etc. There's only certain ways that you're only able to gain health. No backup plans is atrocious. I wouldn't even use it. Skull of Dire Amakara. Amakara, yeah, I said that right. Skull of Dire Amakara is really good. Make sure that you buy this. This is your second priority because you want to have Obsidian Mine first. If you have Obsidian Mine, it's better than Skull of Dire Amakara. They're both for PvP builds. Definitely end up buying it if you don't have Obsidian Mine. That's your second priority, is Skull of Dire Amakara. This is only good for skirmish, just like this one here was only good for skirmish. They basically help you revive faster. They're kind of useful in PvE, but not as much. Hard light I use only in Rumble because it's small. It doesn't do that much damage. It's okay, but it's better in small distance maps. Source Regime, this is an absolute must buy if you don't have this already. If you do have it, make sure that you upgrade it. Get the 331 edition that melts faces in the Crucible. It's one of the best auto rifles in the game. That being said, Bungie is also going to be nerfing the auto rifles, also nerfing the hand cannons. Definitely check out on their forums or check out on their website. In general, make sure that you see what hot patch is coming up next, or the hot fix that's going to be the next patch. Like I said, it's going to be hand cannons, auto rifles. Pulse rifles themselves are going to be getting like a 9.5% increase. So make sure you definitely, if you have an Oversaw Edict, I would highly suggest that you use that in PvP because you're going to wreck people with it. Meta Multi-Tool is okay. Thorn is a really, 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 really good weapon. I highly suggest you get this. You could 2-shot people in the face, and then if you have the lingering damage over time, it definitely kills so quick. You get 2 headshots with it, and then you can just run away, and it'll just tick off the rest of the damage for the rest of their health. And so it's pretty much, you can like smack people from across the map. But like I said, Bungie is going to be nerfing these so that it's going to be harder for us to get shots from across the map. So if you're a Hawk Moon player, hopefully it doesn't mess with your guys' Hawk Moon. Icebreaker, this is top tier exotic, top 2. There's Icebreaker and Galahorn. If you do not have this, I highly suggest you grind out the game to get it. He sold it a few weeks ago. If you didn't get it, that's highly unfortunate for you. Grind out the game, get it, do whatever you got to get it. If you have it, but you have the 300 version, upgrade it. It's worth it. Get 331. It brings a lot of utility for you in the raid, and it's a monster in PvE in general. Buy it. Super good advice. This is atrocious. Don't do it. It's garbage. Only use it when you don't have anything else that's solar, which you should be like in Vault of Glass getting Vision of Confluence or getting the Icebreaker, or there's tons of weapons out there that I would use over this any day of the week. This is a crap heavy. If you have Galahorn, I highly suggest you just use Galahorn. You'll melt everything in the game. So nice recap. Glass House, very situational. It's a judgment call on your guys' part, but it's really good for strikes, and it does bring some utility to Crota's raid. Blade Dancer, Hunters, make sure you buy this. This is an absolute must. My brother lucked out because he sold it twice now, last week and this week, so he ended up buying it. Sunbreakers, if this is your first exotic, it'll be okay if you're a Sun Singer, but I would just save my Strange Coins if I were you. But if you want to get your light cap up, then buy it because it goes to 36. Plan C, definitely buy this. It is an absolute must if you're a PvP player, especially if you favor fusion rifles. These wreck in PvP. exotic shard, you have to get it. You might as well start buying them or start dismantling your exotics. And the exotic engrams gauntlets are not quite the ones you want to buy usually, because there aren't that many good gauntlets in the game. That being said, Don't Touch Me is obviously one of the best gauntlets in the game. Ruin Wings is obviously one of the best gauntlets in the game, but I have both. But I bought them just to make sure that I can add a little bit of spice to the next episode of Decrypting Engrams, episode 7. That being said, that is the end of the video, guys. That is what Xur Agent of the 9 has this week for you guys, week 22. If you are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe for more daily Destiny content and leave a like if this helped you in any way, shape, or form, or if you found it informational at all. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. And as always, stay godly, Guardians.